welcome back to the Red Dice Diaries, and this is my 5th RPG a day video on the 5th of August. And the 5th question on the list is, what is your most recent RPG purchase? Now, I've taken this to mean the most recent RPG purchase that I actually have currently. After all, there's a few things I'm currently waiting on from Kickstarter, and there's a few other things I'm waiting to be delivered. So I've gone for the most recent RPG purchase that I can literally put my hands on, and that is Fantasy Flight's Age of Rebellion, the second game in their Star Wars RPG line, the other being Age of Empire, which I've mentioned in one of my previous RPG a day videos. Now, this book is completely standalone. You don't need Age of the Empire or the more recently released Force and Destiny to use it, which does mean, unfortunately, that you get a lot of the rules being replicated between the different books, and they're not exactly cheap, to be honest. As with all Fantasy Flight game books, going back to when they first started doing like Warhammer 40k roleplay and all of that sort of stuff, the books are hardback, they're beautifully illustrated, full colour. However, you do pay for the luxury and the appearance of it. I mean, just to show you how beautiful it is, I mean, look at that for some beautiful internal art. And if I just flick through to some of the interior artwork, you can see there, the quality of the book is absolutely superb. And unlike Age of the Empire, which focuses on you playing bounty hunters and the scum of the universe, Age of Rebellion, as the name suggests, focuses very much on the rebellion fighting against the forces of the Empire. It uses the same innovative games mechanic, the dice mechanic, that Age of the Empire uses, where you effectively roll different dice, and rather than setting a difficulty number, you add difficulty dice to a dice pool. Each dice has a number of symbols on them, and together, rather than just giving you a success or fail result, those symbols help to inform the narrative that you create. Now, I'm not going to go into vast detail about it, since I'm planning to be doing a review of all 3 of the Fantasy Flight Star Wars books pretty much as soon as I can after my copy of Force and Destiny arrives, and I hope to go a little bit more into the dice mechanic there. But suffice to say, it takes a little bit of getting used to, but it is starting to come a little bit intuitive in the Star Wars Age of the Empire game that I'm running, and you can see links to our sessions of that there. So Age of the Rebellion focuses on the classic era with a slightly more militaristic theme, as you would expect, than Age of the Empire, with the players playing members of rebel cells engaged in missions against the Imperial oppressors. And the book, to me, really does capture the feel of the classic trilogy, with the players portraying the underdogs struggling against this monolithic galactic empire that seems to hold all the cards. So, if you're interested in Star Wars roleplay, or certainly playing the Rebel Alliance, I highly recommend you give it a look. And until I see you in the next video, take care.